अरे मेरे राजा।
दादी के हाथों का जादू और खुशबू से महकता घर, माँ की मुस्कुराहट और खाने की सुगंध। MDH गरम मसाला,
क्योंकि हर रिश्ता है स्वाद से जुड़ा।
भाई मेरे बेटी को प्यार चाहिए, मेरा बेटी का ब्लड आ रहा, ब्लड नीचे से ब्लड आ रहा, प्यार चाहिए, दे दो। क्यों नहीं कर सकता? क्यों नहीं कर सकता? क्यों नहीं कर सकता? मेरे को प्यार चाहिए अभी।
MDH की हल्दी मिर्ची धनिया करे कमाल, ये रंग दे, ये खुशबू दे, ये तीखा, ये कम पड़े। क्या निराला MDH मसाला।
केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ रे, दिल झूम देखो मतवारा हुआ रे। केसरिया से मन जोगी
हर पल
ये है सीक्रेट रेसिपी MDH का जीरा सिप जल जीरा मसाला।
प्योर सूजी पास्ता उबालो, मिलाओ और खाओ,
8 मिनट में तैयार।
क्या टेस्ट है सबका राजा हार्डकोर मसाला।
भाई मेरे बेटी को प्यार चाहिए, मेरा बेटी का ब्लड आ रहा, ब्लड नीचे से ब्लड आ रहा, प्यार चाहिए, दे दो। क्यों नहीं कर सकता? क्यों नहीं कर सकता? क्यों नहीं कर सकता? मेरे को प्यार चाहिए अभी।
That we have experienced severe operational disruptions for the past.
अब छोलिया हो या लोबिया, सफेद चने या काले चने,
सब कुछ मजेदार बने।
केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ रे, दिल झूम देखो मतवारा हुआ रे। केसरिया से मन जोगी
हर पल बनाओ केसरी त्योहार। विमल, बोलो जुबान केसरी।
थोड़े में ज्यादा स्वाद, यही तो है इसकी खास बात।
वाओ मामा, क्या स्वाद है।
अरे मेरे राजा।
From Asia's largest news headquarters, setting the agenda for Bharat. You're watching Republic.
are watching the latest edition of 6 Stories at 6 with me, Oyana Mitra. Over the next half an hour, I'll be taking you through the details of those 6 stories which have dominated the headlines today. So here we go. Up first, what happens, ladies and gentlemen, when India's aviation watchdog, the DGCA, gives an absolute free run to one of the country's largest carriers? Rules are supposed to be equal for all. But the collapse of the aviation sector, as we have seen over the last 1 week, has proven otherwise. We'll get you the latest details. Second, 2 brothers, now fugitives, have taken refuge in Thailand barely 6 hours after a nightclub that they owned in Goa was reduced to ashes, claiming the lives of 25 people. The demand is one: drag them back, hold them accountable. Next, the details of the trial run that was likely conducted by terror Umar Nabi just days ahead of the Delhi Red Fort blast. The latest developments in the 10/11 probe almost a month after the blast took place. Next, we take you through the issue that the opposition has raised all throughout the monsoon session and the current parliament season. The special intensive revision is finally being debated. Then we take you to Puducherry, viewers, where TVK chief Vijay held his first public rally about 2 months since the tragic Karur stampede. A massive gathering and sharp jibes at the Stalin government. That is the crux of the story. And finally, it was day 2 of the Vande Mataram debate in Parliament. We'll get you the highlights of Home Minister Amit Shah's statement. And with that, let's get started. Our viewers, India's largest airline is facing its largest ever meltdown since the past 1 week. The government, Parliament and the DGCA have all turned the heat on Indigo. Safety questions, scheduling failures and duopoly concerns have exploded into a full-blown national issue. The Civil Aviation Minister issued a statement today in Parliament, his strongest warning yet. The DGCA has clipped Indigo's wings, and even the Prime Minister has expressed concern inside the NDA parliamentary meeting. What is it that has happened so far, and how is it that Indigo is being allowed to get away? Take a look.
India's biggest airline, Indigo, is in deep turbulence. From Parliament to the NDA meeting, from the DGCA's notice to pilots blowing the whistle, Indigo is facing unprecedented heat. Passengers' cry for help finally reached the highest levels of government.
Yesterday night we decided to check all the airport supplies check, how the passengers are get affected, anything, how the things are moving forward. One more thing we are doing is we are giving intimations to the passenger before 6 hours. So the passengers are not rushing to the airport. So the airport, if you see, there's no passengers are available for cancellation purpose. That's one thing we've done it. The passenger reaching airport should reach the destination.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi, in an NDA meeting this morning, sent a blunt warning. The government will not allow this chaos to repeat, not with Indigo, not with any airline. While in Parliament today, Civil Aviation Minister Ram Mohan Naidu made a massive revelation about airline duopoly dominating Indian skies.
Through our policies, we are encouraging more new airlines to start and operate in India, ensuring fair access to airport capacity and eliminating any possibility of duopoly, controlling connectivity and pricing in our skies. More airlines mean more choice, more affordability and more resilience for the passengers.
India's skies are largely Indigo's domain. Operating on 63% of the 1,200 domestic routes, with a striking monopoly on 600 routes and a duopoly on 200 more. Meanwhile, Air India Group trails with a 26.5% market share. Civil Aviation Minister Naidu also exposed what Indigo tried to hide. But in all this chaos, even DGCA played a role. DGCA, in a letter, admitted that it approved extra flights for Indigo, but the airline couldn't maintain the crisis. Therefore, announced to reduce the schedule by 5% across sectors for Indigo. Meanwhile, India's Airline Pilots Association makes several claims. General Secretary of ALPA, Captain Anil Rao, said that DGCA gave Indigo exemptions from FDTL safety rules.
There are a lot of things which they have said that, a glitch in the programming system, rostering planning, crew shortage and all these things which has happened. So that has to be looked into it, and for that DGCA has made a panel of their own officials who will look into this matter and give a review. And I hope that the review comes fast, and the ground reason, the root cause will be explained to the people. Basically, the people have to come to know why this happened to them, that inconvenience happened, and not at small scale, at a very large scale.
Raising several questions, Captain Rao challenges Indigo's miscalculation claims. Captain Rao said that Indigo should explain the root cause and the miscalculation that led to the meltdown. Captain Rao also questioned DGCA's favoritism towards Indigo. The government has stepped in, the regulator has tightened the screws, and the era of unchecked duopoly is over. Indigo wanted to dominate the sector, but now it must first regain public trust.
It's a big headline, ladies and gentlemen. The tragic fire at a Goa nightclub, on one of the deadliest that the state has seen so far, has taken a new turn now. Reports suggest that the Luthra brothers, who are the owners of this nightclub called Birch by Romeo Lane, have essentially fled the country for Thailand, and just 6 hours after the fire was first reported. Meanwhile, after the Goa Chief Minister's order of a demolition, around 198 square meters of the area of another nightclub in that stretch was razed to the ground. The live visuals came in just a few minutes back. There's tough action that's now been taken. During the investigation, it was also found that it was first demolished in July, but it was later reconstructed. As more updates come in, viewers, the authorities have now ramped up investigations as the probe into the incident intensifies. But the question really is, who allowed the fugitive duo to flee? And is the bulldozer action little too much, little too late? Take a look.
7th of December 2025, the fatal night of Sunday. A fire broke out in a very popular club in Goa, Birch by Romeo Lane. 25 people killed, many injured. Further, it is being believed that the Luthra brothers, owners of the club Birch by Romeo Lane, have fled away. Within hours of the incident, the club's co-owners fled Goa for Delhi, and by dawn on 7th of December, they had boarded Indigo Flight 6C1073 to Phuket. The main owners, Saurabh and Gaurav Luthra, managed to escape to Phuket shortly after the incident, prompting a multi-state manhunt. Some of the sources told Republic that both the brothers were in Delhi when the incident happened. Later, raids were also conducted at the residences for their passport verification. The fact that raises eyebrows here is that police took time to issue the circular against them. Goa Chief Minister Pramod Sawant has recently ordered demolition of the Romeo Club.
ये तस्वीर आप देखिए, यहाँ पर क्लब है और अगर यहाँ कुछ होता है तो लोगों को बचने का कोई भी मौका नहीं मिलेगा, क्योंकि सब कुछ लकड़ी का बना हुआ है। हमने इतना लंबा रास्ता तय किया, आपको एक भी जगह फायर एक्सटिंग्विशर नहीं दिखा होगा प्रियंका, एक भी जगह फायर एक्सटिंग्विशर नहीं है। इस जगह पर 10,000 रुपये से ज़्यादा एंट्री फीस ली जाती है। मैं विजय से कहूँगी एक बार यहाँ पर तस्वीरें दिखाएं, और सिर्फ वीआईपी लोग आते हैं ये कहा जाता है। आईडी चेक नहीं की जाती, इसलिए जो लोग मरे हैं उनमें ज़्यादा 21 और 19 और 20 साल के लोग, बच्चे हैं जिनकी मौत हुई है, जो इंजर्ड हैं। अस्पताल में हम जब जा रहे हैं जीएमसी हॉस्पिटल में, तो बच्चे, एक लड़की जो कि 19-20 साल की है, अमूमन 22 प्लस जो होता है 22 प्लस, उन्हें अल्कोहल का परमिट होता है और क्लब में एंट्री के लिए 23 और 24 प्लस का परमिट होता है। लेकिन ये क्लब किस तरीके से चल रहा था आप समझिए। 19 साल की लड़की को इन्होंने एंट्री क्यों दी, कैसे दी, किस तरीके से लीगल काम हो रहा था, देखिए। आज उस क्लब को डेमोलिश किया जा सकता है। ये क्लब रोमियो लेन, जो कि दूसरा ब्रांच है बर्च बाय रोमियो लेन का, लूथरा ब्रदर्स का।
And today, blue corner notice was also issued by the Interpol division to apprehend both Saurabh and Gaurav Luthra. Meanwhile, Goa police have sealed 2 more properties belonging to the Luthra brothers in Goa, and these 2 properties are worth crores of rupees. As the investigation continues, in the coming days, updates on the investigation will be crucial in determining how justice is served to the lost 25 lives.
Okay, viewers, moving on to more news that we have been tracking throughout the day. This is a major development in the Delhi blast investigation, that is the 10/11 conspiracy case, where the National Investigation Agency has now launched fresh searches in the forested areas of Anantnag district of Jammu and Kashmir. These were raids that were carried out this morning, bringing one of the arrested terror doctors, Dr. Adil Radar, accused on the spot for on-ground verification. Now, what is this all about? Essentially, the agency say this could help uncover critical evidence linked to the entire white-collar jihad terror module. Piecing together the missing links in this entire investigation, take a look. The NIA has intensified its investigation into the Delhi Red Fort blast case. A fresh search operation was launched this morning in Anantnag's Mattan forest belt and neighbouring areas of Kazigund. 2 arrested suspects, Dr. Adil Radar and Jasir Bilalwani, were brought to the forest to help pinpoint hideouts and potential bomb trial sites. Officials say this step is aimed at retrieving evidence and tracing logistics trails of the terror module.
We have seen a blast at near the Red Fort on 10th of November. In that blast, multiple people lost their lives and many of them got injured, and NIA had taken over the case, and since then multiple raids were conducted. But to today's raids, we have seen the presence of Dr. Adil, who's actually from Kulgam, and meanwhile also Jasir Bilalwani. As I said, the Jasir's place was raided also by the NIA yesterday late evening, and also the adjoining areas of his residence were also searched late evening yesterday. And today the NIA slot reached here with the 2 main accused, because the court has already extended their remand, and right now the searches were carried in these woods. These are the dense woods of Anantnag.
This dramatic shift to Anantnag comes after investigators discovered that the main accused in the Red Fort blast, terror doctor Umar Nabi, may have tested explosives in the forests of Jammu and Kashmir before executing the car bombing in Delhi, raising the prospect of a preliminary trial run ahead of the attack. The probe has so far exposed a cross-state, white-collar terror network involving medical professionals and other associates allegedly linked to the banned terror outfit Jaish-e-Mohammed. Arrests in Delhi, NCR, Punjab and Jammu and Kashmir are part of a larger effort to dismantle this covert support chain. The probe escalated after NIA recovered nearly 2,900 kilos of ammonium nitrate detonators, metal fragments and other bomb-making material from 2 rented flats in Faridabad. The stockpile indicated planning for a major strike across India, triggering a nationwide shakedown of potential sleeper cells. Since then, several Kashmiri origin doctors working in UP and NCR, as well as other suspects, have been detained, questioned or remanded, with the case casting light on what investigators say is a previously underestimated white-collar terror ecosystem. The ongoing forest operation in Anantnag is now viewed as a critical, perhaps missing link. Recoveries here could help reconstruct the last leg of the white terror conspiracy. And over here in the national capital, viewers, the SIR debate has finally kick-started in Parliament. The SIR of India's voter lists has triggered an unprecedented political firestorm. From allegations of voter deletions to claims of deaths linked to the process, Parliament today witnessed a fierce, chaotic debate with multiple opposition parties coming together accusing the Election Commission of India failing to protect both voters and the officials on ground. The debate was kick-started in Lok Sabha by Leader of Opposition Rahul Gandhi, to which a sharp retort was issued by BJP MP Nishikant Dubey. The highlights of the SIR debate from Parliament for you.
The opposition has been demanding a debate on SIR in the Parliament. On Tuesday, Congress MP Manish Tiwari opened the debate.
हर चुनाव क्षेत्र में अलग-अलग जो आपको खामियां लगती हैं, उन खामियों को रिकॉर्ड करके इन राइटिंग उसको सार्वजनिक करके फिर आप कर सकते हैं। मैं सरकार से पूछना चाहता हूं कि कहां है वो रीजंस रिकॉर्डेड इन राइटिंग। और दुर्भाग्यपूर्ण बात यह है कि इस बुनियादी प्रश्न के ऊपर कि चुनाव आयोग को SIR कराने का अख्तियार है कि नहीं, ये दुर्भाग्यपूर्ण बात है कि अदालत में भी इसकी चर्चा नहीं है।
Hours after he set the stage, the leader of opposition, Rahul Gandhi, took the floor.
Everybody knows how vice chancellors are placed on top of Indian universities today. Every single person knows this. You go to any university, you speak to any youngster in India, he will tell you that it does not matter whether the professor has qualifications, it does not matter whether the professor has a scientific temperament.
Allegations, counter-allegations and disruptions.
नेता प्रतिपक्ष चुनाव सुधार के लिए जो सुझाव देंगे सुनने के लिए तो हम बैठे हैं, लेकिन चुनाव सुधार को नहीं बोलते हुए कहा जो इस सदन से कोई वास्ता नहीं, जो संगठन उसका कहानी किसी और का बोलना ये कोई उचित नहीं है।